shot. I don't remember if Salute the Sun will collide and destroy both of them, or if they'll just like phase through each other. That I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we'll see it happen. Who knows? Game 1. SeVeR versus Red Oolong. And it started them on the opposite sides. It always irks me when that happens, but everything is fine. And yeah, already seeing the range play happening, trading charge shots with volleyballs. SeVeR actually being the one to get a little more aggressive here first, at least for a moment, but now we're right back to this full screen showdown, this full screen, what's the word I'm looking for? Dodgeball. Yeah, full screen match of dodgeball. At least until someone can get an advantage here. It looks like Oolong able to close that out first, try to find, and able to find a way to get in, close the distance. SeVeR slamming volleyballs right back to sender, not getting them out of this situation. Oh, the volleyball snipe there for stock 1. Oolong casually throwing that out between deep breathings. Breathe in, snipe, breathe out is exactly how that little interaction went. But SeVeR firing back with a barrage of half-charge shots, trying to break the momentum here a little bit and trying to approach, because now, you know, Oolong does have that advantage of being able to play more of a wait-and-see matchup, can hang back and you know, work on timer if necessary, if SeVeR doesn't want to approach. The only thing you have to worry about is the charge shot. You know, that constant charge shot spam does mean that you are always going to be worried about maybe missing a shield, but if you're at full screen distance, that's not a problem. SeVeR now has Oolong out on the ledge thanks to patience and playing that game plan out. And so far, though, it's only gotten, oh, the excellent air dodge timing, but SeVeR going way down under the stage with the back air to close it out. Only able to pull 48% in extra credit there. So this is still going to stay a very close match. We are charging the charge shot back and forth here. I mean, both players just trying to keep that projectile loaded and ready to go. Deep breathing as well. Oolong, though, is starting to get more and more proficient at finding ways in on SeVeR here, and that's making this pretty difficult. It certainly seems like in the situations where one character is forced to approach, regardless of which character it is, Oolong seems to be handling those situations a little bit better overall. Parrying the charge shot, standing dodge on the down tilt, trying to find another snipe, but it's not going to happen. No time for the deep breathing either, but the whiffed up B does present an opportunity. Not big enough, though. Oolong not able to find the punish. Finds another deep breathing instead. Respecting the charge shots. Even with the deep breathing up, still staying patient and not trying to overcommit and walk into a charge shot there. And that's how you have to play it. Those characters, especially those owners, especially when you have a timer-based mechanic like the deep breathing, they know you want to be in within a certain amount of time. And they aren't going to play as stally as they need to run that timer out. Look at this look at this setup, though. 2 solid projectiles, bought so much stage space. Oolong able to fade back now, charge up another Salute the Sun. Even when you miss, you're still getting some health back. I mean, it's not a ton, but it's still a concern, especially in a matchup that is becoming as campy as this one is. Excellent time. He has the shield up right off of the ledge, but is punished with the up B. Oolong setting up another deep breathing out there. Another reason you got to be very careful with this ledge trap. SeVeR buying as much time with the bombs on ledge as he can. And he might just buy the whole deep breathing. He absolutely did. Bought this man out with a barrage of bombs on the ledge and really not much else. Looking for the snipe there with the charge shot. Not going to find it. Just rolling under the Salute the Sun to find that kill as well. Evening stocks up here, but Oolong already in with the grab immediately on this last stock and is already threatening the ledge. With that deep breathing on line 2, you know, a solid forward tilt on the ledge get up. Even the down tilt trying to cover that, but the ledge roll distance that Samus has, keeping SeVeR safe for now. It does have one of the longest ledge roll distances in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Oolong just trying to run SeVeR out of jumps, out of resources, succeeding in doing so, but not quite finding the stock with it. But SeVeR hasn't been able to recover either. Still playing from disadvantage here, still not able to put feet on the ground safely. That is a re-grab. That is going to be the stock. Red Oolong taking game 1 with JV2. Still 0% on that last stock. And we're definitely seeing that the long range perpetual camping game when it's even, when neither character has to approach, is a little more SeVeR favored here, a little more Dark Samus favored, but Oolong has been plenty proficient at breaking in, breaking the zone, getting the damage in, and at playing keep away when SeVeR does have to approach, and that's going to be a big part of the dynamic. SeVeR's going to need to shake up one side of that. Either it's going to need to be better about finding approaches when they need to approach, or is going to have to be better about finding, you know, playing the long range game when Oolong does. And already though, Oolong is holding back, keeping distance away on the stage, relying on the volleyballs. It's not something you would call a burst option at that distance. You know, not going to be fast enough to beat reaction. You can see even a few volleyball connects just don't outweigh the damage that one Samus charge shot does. So you are, you know, you're fighting an uphill battle there, but you may as well try to fight at that distance first to try to establish a lead before you're forced to move in, as Oolong is doing now, trying to cover SeVeR's recovery options there, or landing options. The volleyball returning, as we've seen a few times tonight, off of the shield pounce to continue to be a pest. And playing around too, using the volleyball hop to get over those uncharged charge shots. SeVeR now stuck on this ledge here, not a place that has been very comfortable for SeVeR for most of this. Excellent roll dodge there too, through the down smash. Another deep breathing set up, and just the ability to move in, find big hits up close, and then move out and also still threaten hits at mid-range has been something that is really keeping SeVeR on their toes. Hey, there it is. Two charge shots do in fact collide and destroy each other. I was wondering about that at the beginning of the set. Now we know. That grab, though, going to catch the back air, being a little too early. Way off stage, going underneath the volleyball there. SeVeR finding the nair for the kill to take the first stock, even though it was looking pretty Oolong favored for most of that. Oolong firing right back. Salute the sun, taking the stock and evening things back up here. SeVeR trying to play that distance out, colliding once again, punishing the volleyball with a charge shot, trading that hit, but that's a trade that Dark Samus definitely will take any day of the week. And now Oolong, you know, instead of trying to leverage the position on the ledge, trying to keep Samus off stage there, keep SeVeR off stage, opted to fall back and apply more pressure. But, you know, I mean, that's part of the mix-up in this matchup here, it seems like, is varying what range you're trying to play at. And keeping that different, keeping that constantly rotating so that your opponent can't quite get a feel for where you want to be and why. Oh, that charge shot went the wrong direction, or else that could have been very bad news for Oolong there. Fair on the platform, providing an extra few hits there. Just constantly following Oolong's options up close, but reestablishing that space. Finding a few hits. Up B a little too early on shield. The up smash too early as well. Didn't catch on the correct side. That is going to be a stock removed. Oolong continually finding these big punishes, playing very patiently and just willing to make you know, take a few bad trades if needed, or take a few, you know, take a few misses and receive a punish for it, but then still use that as data to eventually find the correct options once he's in. And that's definitely pushing this match in their favor there, whereas SeVeR is definitely defaulting to pulling back and just playing the full screen game. Maybe pulling back a little bit too far there. You can see that that DI back was giving up a lot of stage space across PS2 there, and all it took from that point was for Red Oolong to find one good hit in the corner. SeVeR jumping a little early, not wanting to be trapped on the ledge again. And that's going to be game two. Oolong looking like it might be a fairly convincing sweep here. But, you know, we had a couple of sets recently. In particular, Red Oolong versus Smooch. That was looking like it was going to be a straightforward, you know, 3 and done. And then ended up going all the way to game 5. So it is certainly far from over here. SeVeR has time to try to find an adaptation here, try to find a way back into this matchup. A little too early with the up air. More volleyballs, more projectile spam. just trying to overwhelm their opponent's ability to track all of that constant damage box coming their way. Another deep breathing up, another Salute the Sun charged as well too. This is the doomsday scenario. You've got a fully charged Salute the Sun you got to worry about. You got deep breathing you got to worry about. But that said, SeVeR navigates around it well, plays it patient, and doesn't take a whole lot of damage for it. Is actually taking more damage just from the onslaught of small projectiles, uncharged neutral bees and volleyballs than that potentially stock ending setup or scenario that we were seeing a moment ago. That is something you cannot sleep on. When Wii Fit Trainer has all of the resources on board, the buff is up, the Salute the Sun is fully charged, that can get dangerous very, very quickly. Using Salute the Sun to even set that up, and now using the deep breathing, trying to get in to get some kind of leverage off of it. The mix-up game here is something else too. I mean, dashing back out to throw out the volleyball, trying to fake SeVeR out into the wrong move here, but it may only be resulting in, you know, a stray hit here, a stray hit there, but that is so far been enough excellent timing on the roll after the no-tech. SeVeR trying to shut down the deep breathing with the Z-Air, but not there in time. So we're finding this situation happening one more go around, using the reverse forward tilt to set up a juggle as well, but no extension there. SeVeR trying to close the distance to try to ensure, I guess, these charge shots are more likely to hit. Faking out with the charge shot cancels as well, just trying to do something to cause Oolong to slip here, but there's just not a whole lot of fear from the mix-ups. Oolong doesn't seem particularly worried about it. Hasn't really been getting caught out by any of the hits, so the fake-outs don't really seem to be a factor in his mind, and that is definitely making things more difficult. Dash attack is going to catch SeVeR's landing there. The Nair does not quite hit that low, and with deep breathing, it is going to kill. Man, you get that little bit of heal every time you get a fully charged deep breathing off too. That is so nice. It's a little bit of extra percentage restored. Deep breathing back online is going to take a hit for it though. Was it worth it? If Oolong can get in, find a few hits, it may just very well be. It at very least has SeVeR up here on the ledge. Another throw. Stuck on the ledge again. Oh, missed the initial punish, but the up B very punishable on whiff as well. Still ultimately keeping SeVeR out here on the ledge. Baiting in with another deep breathing setup here too, just to find a couple of extra hits and then still get the buff established at the end of the day. I mean, it's the last thing you want to see. You got to be careful with that, just like the charge shot. Wii Fit Trainer can stop that charge of deep breathing at any time, and the forward tilt is going to shut down another stock. Oolong still sitting on everything here. This is looking worse and worse for SeVeR. Just not able to find an opening to find a stock there. I mean, even at this point, the charge shots, fully charged, are getting close to taking stocks from even across the screen. But they're not actually taking them, and that's the problem. There's every one of these that Oolong lives through is another opportunity for Oolong to rack up a ton of damage or even just take this last stock and end it in a 3 stock. Oh, the up B got pushed a little too far away. Does not get punished for the whiff, though. Both players charging their gentleman's agreement to charge their charge shots across the stage there. Oolong ending the deep breathing just a little early that time. Doesn't get the buff, but still applying a lot of pressure. SeVeR's been spot charging that charge shot here and there. Not enough to kill here still. I mean, honestly, maybe even staling a little bit, because I don't feel like I've seen a lot connect from SeVeR except for that charge shot. Last hit of the fair, though, is finally going to close out a stock. It's not going to be a 3 stock here, but Oolong definitely still wants it to be the JV3. Going for it. Bomb is going to shut down that dream, but it's certainly not going to majorly impact Oolong's chances of winning this set. SeVeR playing extremely, extremely patient, even more so than before. And Oolong is rewarding that patience with an onslaught of volleyballs. It never seems to actually end, and they may not be killing, but they are continually applying more and more damage. What was that setup with the volleyball into the Salute the Sun? I got so distracted by that I didn't even see the kill come in. The forward tilt dashing into, I